MySpace, it might be called a place for friends, but they should probably add with benefits. Instead of trying to hit up like the 5 chunky chicks who happen to show up at a bar late at night, MySpace allows you to search for thousands of chunky chicks who are all fooling you with the best picture that they've ever taken. But is dating meant to happen online? That's the question, folks. It's time to go between the digital sheets today in The Loop. Joining us via satellite to help us make sense of all this madness from Los Angeles, radio and TV host Carrie Kasem, from New York, relationship expert and columnist of Ask the Girl Next Door in Men's Health magazine, Nicole Beeland, and also from the City of Angels, actor and producer Jeremy Jackson. Folks, welcome to The Loop. Carrie, I want to start with you here because I was searching the MySpace all last night. Couldn't find your profile. Aren't you on there maybe trying to hook up with a cable television darling like myself?
No, I tend to stay far away from MySpace. I just think it's like high school. You know, who has as many friends? Friends is it's so funny they call you friends. My friends I tend to go to dinner with and call up and say, hey, I'm upset, this is what's going on. I don't want to type that to somebody in Nebraska that I don't know. It's just...
See, my friend, maybe I'm in the minority here. My friends, I just want to get to know them briefly with a whole bunch of veiled lies and then, have sex with them.
Most guys are like that.
Nicole, what about you? Are you on the MySpace hooking up? Have you ever done the online thing?
I've done the online thing, and I was really into Friendster when I was single, but I'm not single anymore, so I don't do it. But I think that, your social circle can get so small. I mean, MySpace is a great way to just sort of meet more people. I mean, you know how it is when in your high school, you end up dating all the same people. And you just need to meet, new faces. So I think MySpace is excellent.
So you differ from Carrie here in that you think Nicole, it's a good thing that it's high school.
Hold on a second. Wait a sec. Nicole, you're actually saying that you go out and you meet your friends on MySpace because you don't think the world is a big enough place to do that?
No, but I've said I met friends at Friendster, and I'm sure if I was on MySpace, I would meet new friends. I know a lot of people who met friends, who networked for work. I mean, and also, you shouldn't take it so seriously. I mean, it's just good fun, It's just another way to meet people.
I think it's a joke.
Jeremy, what about you? How does MySpace fit in your life?
You got to think about it this way. With all that's going on in the world, all the distractions, all the stimuli, whether you're out at a bar or you're in a company setting or you're on the beach, wherever you are, there's insecurities, there's things going on, there's, people talking to you, your cell phone's ringing. When you're on MySpace or you're on the internet, there's tons of different websites that are like this, networking websites. And it's a direct contact, you know what I mean? There's no, you're saying what you want to say and you're getting the reply that you're getting, and there's nothing else but that. You know what I mean?
But you don't know who you're really talking to. You really don't know who you're talking to. You might find out,
actually, you can know more about somebody from MySpace than you will if they're just giving you a line at a bar. I mean, you actually get to find out more about them, what they like, what they're into, their music.
There's a whole science to MySpace, too. Once you're on it for a while, I mean, you see who's lying, you see who's real, you see what pictures have been downloaded off websites, you see what pictures are taken at a funny angle with a camera phone. So you know who's for real and who's not. I mean, if you look at my site, you could tell it's totally real.
Jeremy, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How long do you actually have to spend on MySpace to where you realize these pictures are being taken from other people's? I mean, that's a long time, right?
I guess it just depends on the person. It depends on your, your street smarts. It depends on your networking ability.
Jeremy, have you ever hooked up with anybody from MySpace? Have you ever got a message from somebody and then met them at a bar later? And
absolutely. Whether I'm in New York, Miami, Arizona, I travel a lot. I'll go online. I'll post a few bulletins. Hey, I'm going to be at Marquee tonight. Hey, I'm going to be at my club. I've had like 14 girls show up ready to walk into this club with me. Some who are gorgeous, some who are not, but it's just like really cool.
And you only really have the arm span for like 9 of them. So do you break the other 5 hearts or what?
It just it depends. Some hearts got to get broken,
Unfortunately,
I have a lot of friends who are on MySpace, and they're always telling me to get on MySpace. But most of them are guys, and let me tell you something. They hook up with women, or they want to hook up, and half the time it's just for sex.
No, wait, see, I can tell you.
All guys just want to hook up anyway? Don't all guys just want to hook up anyway?
That's important there. Isn't that what it all boils down to at the end for most guys, Carrie?
It's like, I mean, it should be just, it's like a hooker space. It's not MySpace. I mean, honestly, it's for women.
There are so many girls on MySpace. They're on MySpace, and it's because they want to meet friends and because they want to hook up.
Nicole, you're a girl.
It's not just for guys.
You're a girl. I think you'd have to agree with me on this. When you're a girl, you see a guy that looks like Jeremy, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I have a chance. chance with this guy. You go there, he just has sex with you and doesn't return your phone call. That's not
But at least she had her chance.
I mean, you don't go.
It depends
you don't
on
go
your-
on MySpace to start a relationship. I mean, you can't be naive. You know that, of course, on MySpace, people are there to have
so,
fun.
Nicole, what Nicole is saying is that the people on MySpace are perhaps a little bit different from the folks on eHarmony.com when it comes to looking for a mate.
Yeah.
It depends on your
They're not
view of the
looking for
world.
the love of their life.
You're saying it's a hooker MySpace. Is it a hooker world? I mean, are you a man hater, or do you know that there's some people out there that are genuine and good? There's guys out there that are genuine and good on MySpace. There's guys out there that are genuine good in the dating, networking, business life, whatever it is.
Jeremy, this is hilarious. I read your Vanity Fair article, and I just have to say, are you putting yourself in the good guy category or the bad guy category?
Well, it depends. You believe everything that you read?
Well, I honestly,
if you're not a bad guy just
Jeremy,
because
you
wanna
did
hook
say
up.
and what Carrie's referring to is this Vanity Fair article where Jeremy said MySpace is all about the ass. Now, I've said that 1,001 times, but I can't seem to get any. So is it about that for you, Jeremy, or were you just kidding around?
That was a strategic business move I made. That was a spark that I created. Some of it was real. What parts I'm not going to say. Some of it was made up. But I think it was a pretty good story overall.
You really think
you are not
you're
a bad
portrayed
guy
well,
just for
though?
wanting to hook up.
I mean, it sounds like it's not like. I mean, I've done that. I've done the whole club thing where you go out every night. I wasn't happy during those times. I was doing, I was drinking too much, and it just wasn't a very happy environment.
That's not everybody
Hold on,
else.
I'm not finished, Nicole.
I'm 6.5 years clean and sober. I'm a
Very good for
productive
you.
member of society. I
Then
promote
wait,
clubs
then what are
on
you
MySpace.
doing on MySpace,
But
Jeremy?
it's
Forget
MySpace
it.
where the girls, 25% of them are underage, and to me, it's a very grotesque kind of little society where girls are trying to hook up. Guys just want ass, like you said in the article.
You're taking it
All
too
right, Carrie,
seriously.
all right.
It doesn't have to be that
Folks,
serious.
I think we've proven that wherever
Maybe.
there are girls, there are going to be hookups, especially online, when there's actually no fear of rejection whatsoever. But that's going to do it for this loop. Thanks to Carrie, Nicole, and Jeremy for joining us. And folks, thank you for keeping us in the loop.